This is Timothy Barr from MLW. Make sure you give a listen to one of the greatest podcasts in the world, True Heel Heat.
Yo, what up? You know what it is. It's your boy AJ Francis reporting to you live from New York City, the birthplace of hip-hop. And I'm telling you that I'm only tuned in with True Heel Heat Wrestling. Holla at me.
What's going on, everybody? This is your former AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Once a champion, always a champion. Swerve Strickland. Whose house? Swerve's house. You're watching True Heel Heat podcast.
What's up, True Heel Heat? True Heel Heat.
What's up? True Heel Heat.
Hello. It is me, your True Heel Phenom, SP3. We are live on the True Heel Heat YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter for our Rated Raw review number 78. There's levels to this, kid. Reviewing last night's July 28, 2025 edition of Monday Night Raw as only we can. And of course, to do that, I am joined by my esteemed colleague. No, Romeo is not here again. I'm going to stop using esteem because esteem usually means that you're on time and you're here for work. No, that means that I am with the resident True Heel alcoholic himself, the Candle collector, the candle maker, the sneaker collector extraordinaire, Top Guy JJ. How are you feeling?
You know what I'm saying? Toon Squad got to pop out now. Toon Squad got to pop out. You know what I mean? Took my man's feet, bro. Took my man's feet. Can't take Tribal Chief's feet, bro. We got to pop out now, son. We got to pop out. You know, and then we thought we was going to have a three-way. We thought we were going to have like a Shield trio to go out and pop out. But you know what? He did a Dean Ambrose and just bounced on us.
Just bounced on us. Went to AEW and everything.
Just you know, doing other shit, doing other endeavors. You know, all I want is an intro.
I asked him too. I was like, can you make the intro? He's like, he doesn't have time this week. He said maybe next week. Whenever he gives me a maybe, that's like most likely not next week. But I'm hoping he stays true to the maybe, and we can get Top Guy JJ in the intro. That's gonna be it would be appropriate on the Raw after SummerSlam though. So I'll give him that.
I mean, listen, when he came out in some Spizikes, I knew he was gonna get fucked up, but I didn't think that he was gonna get his shoes taken from him.
That was an awesome ending to the show. They took his shoes, bro. They depoted this dude. That's why I had to change my headline for what you said before we went live. My mama gave me those shoes. But yes, we are live here on the True Heel Heat YouTube channel. I believe, the first time since Saturday on the flagship podcast. I want to thank everybody who showed some love in the live chat, show some love in the comments for our True Heel Heat 339. We had an emotional one talking about the passing of Hulk Hogan. Had a very layered conversation. Hulk Hogan fans did not like it too much, but I'm sure all of you appreciated it as much as we did. So thank you for the support there. But we got to talk about some Monday Night Raw. So we appreciate y'all for joining us live. Appreciate y'all if you're watching us on demand. Either way, show your appreciation back. The simplest way possible is by dropping a thumbs up on this video. You can share this video with all your wrestling fans, friends, and family on all your favorite social media platforms. If you're new to the True Heel Heat YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified for all the great content here. And of course, you can sound off in the comment section if you're watching us on demand. And if you're with us live, you can sound off in the live chat. We'll try to highlight as many of your comments as possible. But of course, if you're feeling generous, you want to get back to what we do here, you want to show your support to the True Heel Heat YouTube channel and Rated Raw Review here every Tuesday, reviewing Monday Night Raw, you could do so with a super chat donation. Any dollar amount matters. It goes back to the contributors that you see on screen with us here. We always appreciate the support. We got our good brother Alan, who has been a member of this channel for nearly 2 years, 23 months. Thank you so much, Alan, for being an elite heel in the membership. He says, "What's up, everyone? Raw was okay. Gunther versus Punk doesn't feel like it should main event night one SummerSlam. And despite I'm going to praise the segment that they had on this show, there is not much story there. There's not much to sink your teeth into. I have my complaint about last night's promo, but last night's promo was much better than the week prior. But I do agree with what Alan's getting here. I don't think it feels like the main event of night one of SummerSlam. I think the Roman J versus the Bron Stars tag feels more like a main event than even that does.
I mean, we just had a PLE like last night. Like, it feels like we just had a PLE. Like, we just had like 3 PLEs in like 3-4 weeks. These niggas ain't have time. There's no time. There's no time to fucking make a story. These fucking oversaturated ass pay-per-views, man. Like, now here goes. SummerSlam is literally 4 days away. It's 4 days away. Like, what the fuck? Well, we just went through like a whole in-depth review of so many fucking pay-per-views and PLEs, and here we are already reviewing the go-home show. This is the go-home show, mind you, for SummerSlam. The go-home show, mind you.
I feel like Triple H has like he's done the Vince McMahon thing of where he's lowered the bar so low that last night was an improvement on the week prior.
That is literally what he did. So last night felt like a superior episode compared to last week, and last night's episode was average.
It was mid. It was very mid episode,
but it felt awesome compared to last week.
But we also got Alan who says he agrees. He says the tag match between Roman and Jay versus the Bron should be night one main event instead. We also got Eric Isaac who says, hey THH fam, the Bron Stars took Roman's powers away from him. His shoes, Space Jam reference there. And now they are 3 El Grandes running WWE. Yes, we have three people playing this character.
Fuck it. More the merrier. Fuck it.
I guess. I guess.
Fuck it. It's already fucked up. You can't fuck it up anymore. You already made one motherfucker like 12 inches taller. You can't fuck it up any more than this already.
Also true.
I mean, then you just had the new one over here trying his hardest to sing in Spanish. You know, that happened.
Yeah. What's going on with WWE? This is usually like the time of the year where they get their stuff together and it gets better. It doesn't get as good as like WrestleMania season, but it's supposed to be better.
We're in the multiverse of madness. It's to be expected.
I guess you're right. It's unfortunate, but I guess you're right. Damn it. Unfortunate. We also got here in the chat, we got Chilling with Chase who says Rocksteady and Bebop took my OTC 1 Spike Z's. I'm heated. They took his shoes, yo. They jacked him. They deboed him.
I mean, he has Spizikes on. Should have gotten taken from him. Like, he wasn't letting no one take those white cement 4s. He wasn't letting nobody take those his DT Maxes. He wasn't letting those the Diamond Turfs. He wasn't letting nobody take his brick by bricks. I'll tell you that shit.
And the funniest thing is that Bronson is a real sneaker collector in real life. He's a sneakerhead. Might
be a size too.
Might be. He was like, let me check that. Oh, I like that.
He's like, and the bottoms are still fresh. Them shits is damn near dead stock. Oh yeah.
He was like, he just took these out the box.
He had to get the whole Looney Tunes out here. See, you got Bugs, you got Taz, you got Donald down there. You gotta get the whole Toon Squad. Yo, man, he took his feet. We got pop out.
Good shout, Zach. He got Chilling with Chase who says weirdest summer for WWE in a minute. LOL. Yeah, because last summer they were very much backed up by the fact that Punk and Drew was hot. Roman, everybody knew Roman was coming back at SummerSlam. You had Cody still riding high from the win at WrestleMania, and you had the hot Rhea and Liv storyline. So they had 4 things that were kind of like made WWE continue their momentum from like 2023 or the end of 2022 into 2023 last summer. Summer before that, we were knee deep in like the bloodline stuff. Brock was still around and he's feuding with Cody. You had Seth had just won the World Heavyweight Championship. And the Judgment Day was still pretty hot because they had like just gotten picked up momentum at that time. IYO was about to cash in Money in the Bank and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, I would say what happened in the summer of 2022 wasn't that hot. Well, it was hot because Vince got the hell up out of here and then Triple H took over. So, yeah, that was hot too. So, what was and then 2021 summer was when they first got back out of the pandemic. They left the Thunderdome and then they got back on the road, so they were hot then as well. So this is like the weirdest summer since the pandemic summer 2020.
True. I mean, hey, listen. Everybody's got to go through a rocky road. Apparently, we're in the middle of the rocky road right now.
They'll get back. This is the down period.
They'll get better. Listen, man, we said the same shit about AEW probably like the beginning of the year or some shit. Now they on fire. So you know what I mean? Like it's going. They gotta figure this shit out. This Seth shit is really hurting a lot. Like the injuries is hurting a bit. They got to rewrite a lot of shit.
Yeah, like, I'm saying we're gonna find out for sure on Saturday and Sunday if Seth is injured or not.
Well, yeah, I guess we'll find out. I mean, he usually doesn't miss weeks. He hasn't been on TV since.
Hey, it's just to put you in a false sense of security, and then he's gonna cash in. He's gonna cash in on Saturday.
Still standing on that high ground, huh?
I'm still saying until we're past SummerSlam. If he doesn't show up at SummerSlam, I'll be here next week and I'll be like, I was wrong. Seth was actually hurt.
Yo, you better not downgrade SummerSlam any points because of your expectations for that.
No. I'm not. Unless we get a report that that's happening for sure, I'm not going to expect that to happen. I'll probably predict it to happen, but I'm not expecting it to happen. We got Alan, who says, was it just me or was Dom the biggest star in Mexico with the reaction that he got this past weekend? He got a huge pop, and he's supposed to be a heel, and he's attacking Vikingo, who's seemingly hated in Mexico because he's the chosen champion of WWE.
And he's the reason that, kayfabe wise, the reason that El Patron is gone.
Oh yeah, he did lose that loser leaves town match against.
That was the start of the downfall. That was the start of the downfall right there.
Yeah, Vikingo winning the title from him was the start of the downfall for him.
Yeah.
Luis says, I'm gonna be honest. Kaiser speaking Spanish and singing Celito Lindo kind of won me over. LOL. I'd invite him to carne asada. I mean, Kaiser is very much loving his role, and he felt more at home with him playing Americano in Mexico, ironically enough, for a German man.
Hey, he's on TV every week. He is getting invited to multiple shows. He's doing in-ring work. He's doing run-ins. This is the hottest he's ever been. He's going to fully embrace this shit.
Hey, can't blame him. We also got Darius, who says, I was waiting for Bronson to take Roman's shoes. He literally puts it on every week. Yes, there we go. We'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens. Bell says, by the way, SP3, I agree. I also don't think Seth is actually injured, because how else are they gonna follow his last cash in? Could be wrong, and it's fine if I am. Yeah, that's how I feel. If I'm wrong, so be it.
Is with these two-sided fucking responses. Y'all kill me with this shit. It's either y'all with him being injured or y'all are against him being injured. Y'all playing both sides of the fence. That is some wishy-washy shit.
I haven't seen enough evidence.
Oh, he ain't hurt. But if he is, it's okay. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's like, SummerSlam, if that shit trash, I'ma really be mad. But if that shit good, I'll be cool with that.
You sound like Smokey. When he walk away, I'm gonna talk though. And Annika says,
winking ass responses. He ain't
Annika
hurt.
says, and Cena's heel turn hasn't helped either. Cena's heel turn might be the biggest fumble of the Triple H regime.
Yeah, he's not on this show, so I'm not gonna talk about it.
Fair. That's a good choice. I don't want to get cut off by Nick Khan and them. We got we got Alan who says SummerSlam sounds like it needs a hit of electricity from a TKO member.
Yeah, nah.
See, now that's getting your
good.
expectations too high.
You good. You good. You can stay. You can stay. We don't. No. Don't need no parts of no electricity. No. Nah. We good. I don't need no soul dialogue over this weekend.
All right, let's talk about last night's Monday Night Raw, which took place from Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, Michigan. What did you think about the crowd last night in Detroit Rock City?
I mean, Detroit is always ready for a show. So, like, Detroit is always ready for a show. So, I mean, Detroit is usually one of the better crowds. They were good. Like, they were solid. You know, I can't have the highest expectations again for American crowds, but you know, Detroit was solid. Like, they were solid. Like, you know, they were really good for what we have here. But yeah, Detroit, I think, is always ready for a show. So yeah, I mean, they were ready. I'd say that.
They were fine to me. I can't say they were good.
I mean, you gotta give them a reason to pop, bro.
That's true.
They were on fire that first segment, and it's whatever that show gives you after that, that's up to the show.
That's true. I will call a spade, and they did not give them the best show, but they did my pet peeve, JJ, of let's be quiet and sit on our hands for most of this matchup. Then a cool move happens. This is awesome, dude. Y'all were dead quiet before that. Why are you now saying this is awesome?
Hey, see, they try to get riled up, and you're like, where the fuck were y'all for the first 5 minutes? Then they don't say shit. They ain't be like, these niggas is dead. That's some typical wrestling fan ass response.
I'm just saying.
That's some typical ass wrestling. Like, they try to get up and rile themselves up and be like, nah, where the fuck were y'all for the last 5 minutes? But if they don't say shit, you be like, oh, these niggas is quiet as a motherfucker during the whole match. Like it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Hey, to each his own. All right, but this show
sitting in a chant. When they make these chants, a lot of these cats don't got signature names to chant.
Cruz del Toro.
Yeah, please. Yeah, right. Tell me one city in one country that's done that. Yeah, I'm calling countries in that too. Tell me a country that's done that.
All right, let's talk about how this show opened. It was literally, in more ways than one, the same as how SmackDown opened, where we did a tribute to Hulk Hogan with the roster on the stage, including Hogan's son, Nick Hogan, was there, as well as Eric Bischoff. We hear some words from Paul Triple H Levesque, who said a few words before they aired a Hulk Hogan tribute video, not the same one that they aired on SmackDown. This was one with a song connected to it, which I thought was better than the video package that they did on SmackDown. But mind you, I'm talking about the same tribute that they did on SmackDown. Why? Because you did not see Triple H on the stage during this tribute. More strangely, they just re-aired what he said on SmackDown. I was like, yo, y'all niggas didn't give a fuck about this. God damn. We get a video package highlighting Hogan's career. They show, various stuff. The most notable of the video package had to be Hogan. They showed him in WWF and WCW. They showed him in his latter stage. But one of the last images that we see part of this video package is Hogan with his hand being raised by none other than Vince McMahon, which is one of the rare times that they have shown Vince McMahon on air during the Netflix era of WWE Raw. The video package was better than SmackDown, but the fact that Triple H did not even care to come up with a new speech and they just re-aired what he said on SmackDown. Mind you, the only reason that I peeped this was the fact that he messed up a line on SmackDown, and that's what made me go back and listen to the SmackDown speech. And I was like, yeah, it's the same thing. The only thing they edited out was him saying that we lost a hero yesterday. They edited that part. We said we lost a hero, and then they just continued the same speech that he gave on SmackDown. Already early MVP candidates for the show, Roman Reigns and the New Day, because they were not here.
They were not there. They were not there. Now, to touch on a little bit of what you said about our conversation. We gonna feel how we feel, like, and we gonna say what we say. And funny, I said a lot of this shit at work, like yesterday, despite the hour and a half we probably spent talking about that.
Yeah,
all they gonna remember is the bad shit that was said. Selective hearing. It's the straight selective hearing. So nobody cares about, like, those stupid fans don't care about the pain and the hurt that was caused and the raw emotion that was shared during that speech. And to those, you know, I'll double down respectfully. If y'all want to be all negative, honestly, go fuck yourself. Because yeah, like we were honest, open, vulnerable. I shared that this man was my hero. Like, he was. Unfortunately, the part was that changed. And the fact that there's people out there that can't accept that or can't look at what's transpired, that's on you.
Yeah.
That's on you. Like, I don't ever wish the worst on anybody, especially your life. Like, you don't want no one to lose their life at all. And our feelings is what we all spoke. And I think we all four spoke quite differently.
We all have different perspective when it comes to pro wrestling. We all had our different starting points when it comes to wrestling. Like you said, Hogan was kind of your hero. Hogan was like the first wrestler that I really saw and like captured the imagination of pro wrestling. And I had one of those wrestling buddies when I was a kid that I used to wrestle around with and beat up and deliver elbow drops to. And that was Hulk Hogan. A lot of my VHSs that I used to get from the video store down the block for me was Hulk Hogan in the main event and stuff like that. Chrissy Love was more of like a Macho Man fan, but Hogan was always around when she first started watching wrestling. And then with Josh, he said like Hogan kind of was already past his prime by the time he started watching. So we all had kind of different perspective, different gateway points, but Hogan is a big part of it. But
Dude, you know how many
I'll be honest though. I didn't need two of these when they put in no effort on the second one.
I think it was fair to do because he was the WWF WWE.
Yeah.
Like that he what if there's a company that's gonna do it, it's gonna be the WWE. Like they would be I wouldn't be surprised if they do it again. Like he was that company. Like he was. You can't say WWF without Hulk Hogan. You can't. He is a true pillar of what that company was built on. So
I'm all fair for that. And I know there's some people that will go, oh yeah, they had to do it because of Nick Hogan. Are we just gonna forget what Nick Hogan did? Like I all condolences to his family, and I never want anyone, within the family to be hurt, and they lost someone that was close to them, like I said on Saturday. But Nick Hogan being the reason why we needed a second tribute that they didn't put much effort into. Triple H didn't even care to come out and do another speech. He just replayed the same speech he did before. I was like, if you're going to do it, at least do it right. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he should have definitely been out there. He should have definitely, like, even if he literally read the same thing over, like, he should have been out there. Like, you can't require and have your entire roster out there and you not be there. Like, was Stephanie there? I didn't see it. I didn't.
Stephanie's not there week to week though.
No, I mean, I don't. I'm just saying, like, but yeah, he should have been there. Like, again, I'm not mad that they did that again. They had more time to create a more quality video package, which is something that I think was kind of like the purpose of the second one, is to do almost like a justified video package for him, which was great. Like, the video package was beautiful. Like, if everything didn't transpire the way it transpired, I'm not going to lie, I would have probably cried. Like legit, I would have probably shed some tears. But some things you can't get through. Like, it's a fucking 10-year stain that's been left. Like, so, like, it's hard to just kind of like not see that, but also kind of remember, this is why I got into wrestling.
Yeah. And Annika puts it good, saying, to the people who feel bad about liking him as a kid, don't. We didn't know, and when we did, we stopped liking him, period. Either you die a hero or live long enough to see yourself be the villain. Alan says, I just wish people could understand why fans and superstars would grieve over Hogan Steph and not send death threats to them. I mean, what they did to Chelsea Green is wrong, straight up wrong. Like, I will say that. Yeah, that's definitely
that's straight pathetic.
Yeah,
that's straight pathetic.
We got Chilling with Chase, who says, when I got into wrestling, Hogan was in the NWO. My dad showed me his WWF run on tapes and tried to convince me, a young kid, this was cooler than Hollywood Hulk. LOL. I mean, nothing was cooler. Nothing Hogan did in WWF was cooler than him coming out to Jimi Hendrix and playing a title as a guitar.
Yeah. I mean, and again, it's just like the beautiful thing about the stories is that I feel that no one's story or feeling is going to be the same. No one's. Like, it's that polarizing that no two people are really going to share the same sentiments or the same story.
Yeah. We get Luis says, better people die every day. He got his legacy acknowledged. Let's just move on now. Yeah, I don't need a third tribute on NXT, and especially not from Shawn Michaels. That would feel a little bit disingenuous. It would feel a little bit disingenuous from
It wouldn't
Shawn.
make sense. NXT wouldn't make sense. Like, it genuinely wouldn't make sense if it was NXT. I mean, listen, the whole I like, you see what I mean? Like, so even like, and I can't get mad at like what Luis just said, but at the same time, the impact this man left on so many people's lives, this ain't gonna be the last time it's spoken on. Like, it's literally not. Like this is not just water under the bridge type of tragedy. Like, this is something that has transcended the world of professional wrestling. Like, this is not just, oh, this happened, oh, on to the next thing. Nah, bro. this ain't happening. Like, it's gonna be a continued conversation.
We get Hogan highlights of his career during the ad break, and then we come back for our first official segment of the show. Jey Uso coming out to the ring. He is yeeting up a storm in Detroit. He gives the high five to both Michael Cole and Corey Graves, but before he can get on the mic, out comes Paul Heyman. Heyman gets on the mic and he says that he was not out there to disrespect main event Jey Uso, who was in fact in tonight's main event. Heyman wanted to talk about family, though. Heyman says that he was about to enter the ring, but after seeing the look on Jay's face, he scrambled back to the aisle. Heyman couldn't believe Jay accepted Roman Reigns' invite to be his tag team partner coming up at SummerSlam. But he told him that family would always let him down and get him into trouble. And he says that that wasn't a prediction, that was a prophecy. We get OTC chants from the crowd. Heyman informed Jay that Santa Claus wasn't the one who left presents under his tree. His mother lied to him, and that was a lie. Heyman says that their mothers all lied too, talking to the crowd as they booed.
Yeah, that shit got heat. That shit got heat.
He says, except for the Jewish ones, he says, yes, my tribe knows better.
Yo, nah, I was like, nah, you violating now, bro. You violating.
Then he tells Jay Rikishi may have told Jay that he wanted him to be more iconic than he ever was in the WWE, but your father lied too. When Roman Reigns was said that the next in line for Tribal Chief, he didn't pick Jey Uso, he picked Solo Sikoa. That didn't work out so well for him, did it? Now Reigns might tell Jay he wants Jay to be as big as him. But guess what? Roman Reigns was lying too. Heyman was simply telling this to Jay because he loved him. He loved Jay just like family. Jay gets on the mic and he's still wheezing. He's still breathing hard from his entrance, even though he had like 5 minutes to catch his breath. Jay says, family was the reason he was out there. Jay would pull up for his family every single time without question. The bloodline still ran deep in his veins. Heyman was being disrespectful by talking about the things Jay could do without Reigns. Jay already did those things. He went out on his own and he won the world title to prove to himself that he could. Jay wondered, well, he was like, we accepted you into our family. Where's yours at? Jay says that Heyman screwed his cousin at WrestleMania while his boys screwed him out of the World Heavyweight Championship and screwed him out of a world title shot. Whatever happened to them at SummerSlam, it was going to be on Heyman's ass. Since he wasn't able to earlier, he says that he just got something to say real quick and one last thing to say, one word, and then we got 4 letters. Then the crowd said one word, yeet. They know the whole catchphrase. He don't even need to just set it up for them to just say yeet. They know the whole catchphrase.
That was fire. That was fire.
That shows how over he is. They're still with him despite him losing the World Heavyweight Championship. I thought this was a pretty decent opening segment. I like the fact that it was just Heyman and Jay connected here to make sure that Jay doesn't feel like basically a sidekick to Roman heading into the matchup at SummerSlam. There is history to play off of between Jay and Heyman from their time in the bloodline. So I like them having a little promo exchange here. I just need Jay to stop going so hard on your entrance, boy, because man, you get so winded on the entrance, you can't cut these promos. You be breathing so hard. Like I'd be like, yo, he sound like Mike Epps trying to make fun of Baby D in Next Friday. She know all the new stacks. She's like, they got this Twinkie where when you bite into it shoots out glitter. Like, yo, like, bro, like take an asthma pump out there. Sheesh. What did you think about this opening segment?
This is what I meant by Detroit was ready. Like they were ready. Like they were ready for a show. It started off very samey from Paul Heyman, and then he got into the Christmas stuff, and that's when it got great. Got really, really good there. But at the end of the day, Paul Heyman he's speaking the truth, bruh. Like, he's speaking the truth here. Do we not remember how much of a bully our tribal chief was? Like, do we not remember how he treated the entire family except Solo? He loved Solo, but he bitched up Jay, he bitched up Jimmy, he bitched up Paul. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
he was telling them the truth. He didn't want Jay to be the tribal chief. He was going to even pick Jimmy before he was going to pick Jay. Like, you see how bad those decisions have turned out to be. I mean, it was cool. I mean, it's something I think we've kind of heard a bit before. But I love, like, the ending of it. I love the whole having the crowd finish up the promo. He's like, nah, I bumped that. We're going to run this shit back. I love that. I love how at the end, he still got to run it back through all of that. Yeah, and Paul gave maybe a 6-7 minute speech to get a man a chance to catch his breath. Maybe when the cameras is cutting out, maybe just throw some water in there, throw a bottle of water in there,
Yeah, when the camera's on Paul Heyman, just get some water, man. Like, goddamn.
Have a little bottle of Prime on the apron or some shit so we can just run and go get it real quick. You know what I mean? Like, that was kind of a long break. That was a long break before getting to talk. You know what I mean? But, it was cool. Like, it wasn't nothing like, oh my God, this was groundbreaking. None of it was groundbreaking at all. Except, all of our parents lied to us as kids, apparently, obviously. Because, I was told Santa Claus gave me gifts too.
Lied to all of us, man.
We all got lied to. So, and it was crazy is that I got half Jewish in my blood, and I was still told that Santa Claus brought me gifts. So I guess I got the fucking fucked up side of the tribe.
Yep. Yeah, and this is true. I did watch a few episodes of Unreal, and Triple H and Jay himself talk about how he gets blown up on his entrance. And Jay's like, I miss the days of me being in a tag team where I could let my brother wrestle a bit while I catch my breath.
Yeah, I mean, I see what y'all saying in the chat though, but this was back in 1984, 85, 86. Y'all Gen Zs ain't getting that treatment. Y'all getting the truth from jump, because there's a thing called tablet, social media, and all this access to let you know that those are all cap. Only access we had is a TV after a certain time at night, and we had the newspaper, and we had word of mouth. That's all we had. Different timelines here, folks. Different timelines.
Different generations.
Different timelines here, y'all. So Christmas was real for about till I was 7 or 8.
Yeah. Then you start seeing your parents put the gifts on the tree. Like, what you doing out here?
And mind you, this was 1990. So still no access to shit. Still before when you go to computer class and the fucking computers is the size of your fucking bedroom now.
It's true. Good times. Good times. We got Chase, who didn't like this promo. He says, I personally wasn't feeling this opening promo. Felt like we heard this before in different ways. Did like Heyman with Santa Claus stuff. That was good. We also got Alan, who believes, he says, is it just me, or is Heyman letting the crowd get to him? 2 straight weeks of bad Paul Heyman promos. I did not think Paul Heyman was bad last week. Roman was the one who was bad, who was just saying nonsense last week. It wasn't Paul Heyman who had the bad promo. It was definitely Roman. This week, it wasn't anything spectacular, but I just thought it was fine. It was a decent opening to me.
You see, Paul Heyman is starting to get, what Paul Heyman's starting to get with his promos? Paul Heyman is starting to get those M&M standards. He's starting to get those M&M standards where that shit ain't fucking top tier. That shit trash, homie.
But Bags, that is true. When you're so good, the expectations become different for you.
Yeah, he has different expectations because that shit was better than any other promo that took place tonight.
True. I would probably rate it higher than most of the promos outside of like one on this show. So yeah,
and that's arguable.
But let's talk
about it to be good.
We're getting into that. Let's talk about the opening matchup on this show. You had AJ Styles teaming up with the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane, to verse the Judgment Day's Women's Tag Team Champions Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez, and Intercontinental Champion Dominic Mysterio. The babyfaces were in control in the early going here until Dom pulled Perez to safety, causing Sane to collide with the bottom turnbuckle in full view of the referee. The referee turned her attention to a pissed off AJ, and then that distraction allowed Rodriguez to boot Sane on the outside. That also happened in the referee's basically vision. We also get a lot of dual chants. The crowd was really into this one with AJ Styles chants and Dirty Dom chants. The crowd reaction to this match alone made me go, wow, this whole angle, this stupid master of disguise angle between AJ and Dom actually worked on the fans, because the fans really wanted AJ to get his hands on Dom in this matchup. Zayn spears Perez, but she couldn't make the tag because Rodriguez pulled Asuka off. It was meant to be a surprise, but you could see Raquel coming in.
I just want to say real quick that Roxy knows exactly what the fuck she's doing.
Oh yeah. I like the fact they have blended as a team a little bit more than Raquel did with Liv. I know Liv and Raquel are friends, but it always felt like Raquel was like the bodyguard or the sidekick to Liv, whereas Raquel and Roxanne, they feel like a tag team. They're wearing matching gear with the matching colors, the purple and black. They feel like kind of seamless. They're actually doing double team moves and stuff like that. I like it. You get Zayn trying to tag in AJ Styles because Dom blatantly entered the ring and decked him off the apron, but she couldn't make the tag. Then finally, AJ gets the hot tag. He starts running wild on Dom to the crowd's delight. The crowd was going crazy for this. Styles sets up for the phenomenal
2 pictures in a row.
For the phenomenal forearm, but Perez stepped in front of Dom to stop it. Asuka and Zayn assisted in taking out Roxanne. Styles then basically goats Kairi into doing this crazy dive where he just launches her over his head into an insane elbow, wiping out Raquel. It looked like Zayn had to do like the sign of the cross before she even thought about doing this move, but she pulled it off. Then AJ would finish things off, hitting the phenomenal forearm on the WWE Intercontinental Champion. 1, 2, 3. AJ Styles picks up the win for his team with Asuka and Kairi Sane to win this mixed trios matchup, picking up some momentum ahead of SummerSlam. Pretty fun opener to the show. The last minute or so was where the crowd really got into things. They really were into AJ Styles and him getting his hands on Dominic Mysterio here. And Dom and AJ low key have one of the better builds to a SummerSlam matchup this year. Crazy enough.
I mean, listen. I mean, that obviously tells you that AJ Styles is losing. But Can I like trouble you for something real quick? Because I just peeped something. I know my man ain't low. My man Dom ain't low. Can you go back to that picture real quick where AJ Styles is on the ring apron and Roxanne is safeguarding him?
I'll try to upload it again. Let me see here.
Dom, you ain't low, cuz. You ain't low, cuz. He is not low. I'm telling you. Dom, you know what? He about to be my GOAT. Whoa.
You pervert. This is a pervert goal.
Yo, that man. Listen, if you struggling to get to that picture, I'll tell you exactly. That nigga Dom's head was directly squared on Roxy's cake. Yeah.
Look at his hand. Look at his hand. Look at his hand. Look at where his hand is at.
Yeah,
it don't look like he's trying to. It don't look like he's trying to tell AJ to stop. It looked like he's reaching for something.
Yeah, you ain't low. Nigga, his cheekbone, his cheek line is like squared at the cheeks. You ain't low, kid. But I ain't mad at you.
Oh man. Hey, I just upload the pictures. It's not my fault that I get certain pictures that are good for people like JJ here.
That was some good pictures though. Both of them. I'm pretty sure the chat would agree with me, especially the male kind.
Podcast finisher says MVP. This picture right there.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Aubrey J says SummerSlam is summer scam. I don't feel bad for the people who bought SummerSlam. Nothing but rematches. They are suckers for buying this shit.
I mean, he said it.
I think if you don't watch the product and you just see the card on paper, I think you can choose which one. You want to see the star power on night one. You want to see like the better matches probably are going to be on night two with the triple threat women's matchup and the TLC matchup. But like I think if you don't watch the product week to week, because they haven't done a great job of building up a lot of these matches, if you're just seeing the card on paper, I think there's something for you.
It don't look bad.
Like, I won't say it's a summer scam.
So, like, the thing was the SummerSlam audience is that a lot of the SummerSlam audience isn't every week WWE watches. A lot of SummerSlam fans are going to go for the spectacle in the show.
Yeah.
Like, all those people in there ain't watching the Netflix show. Like, there's people that's going to be traveling from all across the country. There's going to be people traveling from all over the place, getting that New York, Jersey. I'm pretty sure most people going to be staying in New York. Because I'm pretty sure ain't nobody staying in Jersey. Just saying. Like, your nights are going to be over before the day even starts. So, but most of the people that's going to be going over there is going to be going for a show. They're not really, like, a lot of them aren't story followers. It's kind of like WrestleMania to a degree for the summer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the culmination of the first half of the year, pretty much. Power Driver Finisher saying Ultimo Dragon WWE females. I guess that's Dom. It's actually really good. That's actually pretty good. Bell says he is the son of Latino Heat. This is true. Latino Cheat.
He is. I mean, hey. Can't be mad at him.
Can't be mad at the brother. Brother just out here living. He just out here living.
And he ain't even going after Doms. He going after 11s.
Then we get Jackie Redmond. She's backstage with Sheamus to talk about his win over Rusev the week prior. He quoted Big E by saying that it was an example of big, meaty men slapping meat that got a laugh out of the crowd. And speaking of Big E, we get Big G. Grayson Waller interrupting, flanked by the New Day's Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. Waller talked tough to Sheamus and says that the greatest tag team of all time has his back. An argument between the two leads to a match being made for later in the show. Waller turned around and realized that the New Day had advantage and suddenly did not have his back, so he had to go into this match all alone. We see Detroit Tigers running back Jamar Gibbs and UFC fighter Jamal Hill are in the crowd. And then we go right into Sheamus going one-on-one with Grayson Waller. Give it up to Grayson Waller. I know my colleague here is not the biggest Grayson Waller fan, but goddamn did this man get into the best shape of his career. He looked absolutely ripped. I was like, now that you're not standing next to a very muscular man in Austin Theory, he got into the gym and he worked himself out. Congratulations to him. This one doesn't go long. Sheamus had it won. He set up for a bro kick, but he had to stop suddenly when Rusev showed up and hit the apron. Sheamus knocks him down, but Waller caught him with the schoolboy for a 2 count. Suddenly, though, Sheamus delivers the bro kick. 1, 2, 3. He picks up an easy victory here in just about 4 minutes to get the win here. But post-match, Rusev grabs Sheamus's shillelagh and attacks him from behind with him. He nails him with the shillelagh a few times before locking on the accolade. Some fans barely reacted, and when they did react, they chanted, "We want Lana." This Rusev return has not gone well. And I know there's some people in the chat who don't like Rusev. I do like Rusev, and I think there's a way to use him. I just don't think WWE has figured out that way quite yet. And this run, the crowd is always into Sheamus because Sheamus still brings 110%. For AEW fans, he's like the equivalent of like Mark Briscoe, where anytime Sheamus out there, he's going to have a good to great matchup, just like Mark Briscoe. And he's been around for quite some time where he's just a beloved kind of figure. So they'll get a reaction whenever they fight each other, whenever they have a match because of Sheamus, but they don't seem into Rusev at all. It was dead quiet when he attacked Sheamus after the matchup. The match was kind of just there, but the post-match got me worried for what this second run for Rusev is going to be. What did you think?
So I saw New Day, and then I saw Sheamus having a match with a person. It was quick. Sheamus got the W.
Yeah.
And then Rusev came and attacked him. And you see, the thing with Rusev is that I don't think no one dislikes Rusev. Is that no one cares about Rusev. Like, no one's invested at all into Rusev. No one's invested into the character. No one's invested into him. Like, he has the worst shirts in the company. He is the definition of vanilla right now. Like he is just bland as hell. So no one dislikes him, but no one cares. So
I just also think that it's an issue with Triple H overall, where he only knows how to book one kind of heel. He knows how to book the dominant heel that holds a title for a long time. And if you're any other type of heel that doesn't have a title, he doesn't know how to book you.
Like, I think what would help him is that I think Rusev needs to be a part of like a faction or some type of alliance or something. Like, I think he needs to be a part of something. Like him all alone, and him with these messages, and it's just coming out flat. Like, it's not, no one's buying it. So no one is like caring. No one's disliking it, but no one's caring either. So no one's invested. So obviously everybody loves Sheamus. We all love Sheamus. He gives you banger after banger after banger, even against dudes in green shorts. But
this was not a banger to me. But
Sheamus is a character. He's lovable. He has a great personality, and he is very, very humanized. It's like Rusev is like out of this world, and no one cares that he's out of this world. It's something's not connecting at all with him. There's a disconnect with him.
Yeah, I think it's that, and it's also the fact, like Davion said in that chat, he's kind of he's already just another guy. He's only been here for 3 months, and they've already just placed him in just another guy in the mid card. Nothing important to see here. He's not going to do anything important. He's not a part of any important storylines. He's not feuding with anyone that we necessarily really care about. Like Sheamus, it gets used quite often, but he's just not used very well.
I tell you, those weeks and weeks of fucking vignettes and shit that shit was gonna come back to haunt. And that's booking.
basically, this is what I'm saying is that Triple H only knows how to book himself in Evolution.
I mean, sir, I can't get mad at Rusev. The only thing I can get mad at Rusev is them damn shirts. Them shits is terrible. Them shits is straight terrible. I bet the only people that is buying his shirts right now is his family members.
It's like you only got 4 sales. He's like, yeah,
no,
my family.
I promise you, ain't nobody buying them shirts.
Why you gotta play his shirts for, man? He can't control all of that.
Copying?
No, not at all. But I'm just saying. I feel for the brother. He just trying to make $1. He just trying to make $1 out here, man.
He's trying to make $1, but he's going in the negative because he's wasting materials.
It's like, we spending all this money on you. You ain't selling not one of these shirts.
Spending all this money, and them shits are just collecting dust. Them niggas bring the same Rusev box to every event, and it's always full.
Yeah. We did hear from Rusev later on in the show where he challenges Sheamus to face him next week in
Fucking
Brooklyn.
Gold collar, like what the fuck?
He's a part of the Bulgarian Hurt Syndicate.
The fucking kidding me?
Oh man. Yeah, I feel for Rusev. I feel for him because I'm sure he came back here, and I'm sure he's happy. He's getting paid to, and he's on TV much more than he was in AEW. I'm not saying that he was used better in AEW. I do believe that when it comes to like Jade Cargill. I don't believe that when it comes to like Rusev Miro. He's definitely being used more often, so that's automatically better than how he was used in AEW.
He'll eventually click on to people. Once he gets past the Sheamus saga, I think they just people probably just want to see him like with other like high level competitors and not just like kind of running it back with the same guy that he ran it with 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. Yeah. Like it's got to be fresh. This isn't fresh.
Agreed.
I see questions about the Jacob merch. I have not paid attention to the Jacob merch, so I don't know.
I don't pay attention to merch at all, to be honest. Isaiah's World says the Redeemer worked for me because he was redeeming others in story, but for me he was redeeming his aura and felt more legit. Yeah, I thought that was the direction that they were going to with the vignettes that he did. And I thought that him, working with Sheamus would be because he's trying to redeem Sheamus and bring him back to prominence. But instead, he's mad at Sheamus for not welcoming him back to WWE or letting him fall into the abyss after he left WWE, which doesn't connect as a story because you're very vague about everything when it comes to this abyss, which is really just AEW.
Let's see. Are you talking about this?
What does that look like? What does that look like?
This is fucking terrible. This is fucking horrible. This is disgusting.
That looks like fucking Portland Trailblazer gear. What the fuck?
This is fucking absolutely abysmal. If that's what you guys are talking about, that shit is abysmal. You know what I mean?
Oh, JJ, you haven't seen Jacob t-shirts.
I just showed it. If that's the one y'all talking about. The werewolf ones aren't terrible. They're not purchasable, but they just better than the Rusev shits.
Jackie Redmond
killed me, bro.
The
gold collar killed me.
Well, that's why I don't really look at WWE. I don't really rate WWE merch at all. So,
and when it's that bad, I can't help it.
Jackie Redmond is backstage with WWE Women's World Champion Naomi ahead of the All-Star 8-woman tag team matchup later and her upcoming title defense against Rhea Ripley and IYO SKY at SummerSlam. Naomi says that she could bring the brutality just like Rhea Ripley and can fly like IYO SKY. Everyone in the division was passive-aggressive, but she was aggressive. Those heifers can't handle me. And she considers this tag team matchup tonight to be a cautionary tale. She does her goofy, evil laugh and warned everyone that they would learn sooner or later to proceed with caution, with the whole crowd saying it in response. Yep. Love this for Naomi. She's killing this whole character, and she's getting over even more. But I realize that there's always a consequence with every move that WWE does. And the real one with Naomi moving over to Monday Night Raw, the SmackDown Women's Division fucking sucks. Like, I did not know how important she was to the SmackDown Women's Division. Like, the Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill match at SummerSlam has no juice whatsoever, no story whatsoever going into it. The whole hook that was for that title match was the fact that Naomi had Money in the Bank, and it made sense because she had been basically teasing she was going to cash in on Tiffy. She's been feuding with Jade Cargill for her to cash in there. But the fact that they made her cash in on Raw and made her fill the spot left by Liv Morgan, it's made a gaping hole in the SmackDown Women's Division where their top heel right now is Nia Jax, who's faced both Tiffy and Jade Cargill at nauseum at this point, where I don't want to see it anymore.
I mean,
and now Charlotte Flair is a babyface.
Yeah, what else is hurting them too is it's like a double whammy for them. They lost Naomi, and the absence of Bianca Belair is hurting them a lot.
Yeah,
too.
That's a big one. That is a big one too. Yeah. Here we are. I agree, War Hero. They really do need Jordan Grace to get called up, but she's in a feud with Blake Monroe.
Blake. Blake. What? Just wasting Jordan Grace out here?
Greg Carter II says, is Naomi the best character in WWE right now? I'll think on it for a second. I want to say yes. I'm trying to think if there anybody on the male side that's a better character. And off the top of my head, no.
She's the only one right now, I would say, that gets me to react probably every single time she's on screen. So yeah. I would say, yeah, right now, you're saying this July 29th, 2025, I'd say yes.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy, though. Like, there's a scene in WWE Unreal where Triple H is talking to Gregory Helms, and he's talking about how the women's superstars are so much better than the guys. And when you look at WWE and AEW, the best characters in those companies are women. Naomi's the best character for WWE, and Timeless Toni Storm is the best character for AEW.
Yeah. So, before people get their panties in a bunch, character and wrestler are two different things.
Yes.
So the question was Naomi's character. Answer's yes. Is she the best in ring? No.
Yeah. But Aubrey, you're qualifying stuff. You're saying she's the best woman's character. What male character is better than her?
No, we said character. No, she's character.
Yeah,
period.
Yeah, she's just the best character. Don't qualify it by putting women. No, she's the. Really think about it. What character? Like outside of like the only people that even come close to Naomi character wise this year is probably like Solo Sikoa. That's it.
That that's subjective.
Kross? Sorry, sir, but the bell's gonna ring. The bell's gonna ring. The bell's gonna ring.
Yeah. God.
The bell has to ring. The bell has to ring, sir.
I mean, we've seen a whole bunch of Kross resumes over this past couple months too, and they haven't been good. But character, still sticking to character.
Yes,
Kross is character.
he's up there as far as a character. He's
Still
not better
sticking
than
to
Naomi
character.
though.
Still
He's not
sticking to
better than
character,
Naomi.
not
He's
Bell
just because a lot of his stuff is just vague promos of, oh, I changed this person. Who have you changed lately? AJ Styles? AJ Styles still a babyface. And he's still joking around. You didn't change anybody. It's just vague words. He's good on the delivery, but character-wise, he's not doing the things that Naomi's doing. So Naomi's just a better character.
So, and what's making Naomi's character better is that her actions are lining up with her words. Karrion Kross's actions are not lining up with his words.
Yeah.
Like, they're just not. They're just words. They're hollow. Naomi shit is actions.
Mm-hmm. We got Chilling with Chase, who says, sadly, El Grande Americano would be considered a top character in WWE. I mean, after this show, I think he is in the running for the male side.
I mean, he's up there. He's definitely up there. And listen, I hated this shit. I hated seeing a motherfucker that's 18 inches taller than the OG. But it's kind of, kind of growing like an infection. Like,
and yeah, Chilling with Chase saying Finn, I have been enjoying as a character, but I don't think he's a top character. Yeah, it's also that's a good point that Chase is saying. Like, it's also where you're positioned at. Like, is Kross a top character? No. Naomi is the best character because she's the best correlation of character work meets push. Like, that has a lot to do with what your character is, the amount of TV time you're getting if you're in a top position. Kross, we don't even know if he's signed to the company past next week.
I'll tell you right now, on the trajectory that he's on, the only person that I think, like, male-wise is going to, like, steadily
climb
and catch her, Bron Breakker.
Yeah.
Bron Breakker.
They continue on the track.
On one right now. He is on one right now.
And yeah, I agree that like, even when I said that about AEW with Timeless Toni Storm, Hangman is right there with her. It's neck and neck as far as character work now, especially after winning the world title. Hangman's whole story, the redemption arc of Hangman, is my favorite storyline of the year, outside of the culmination of Hollywood ending.
How did AEW enter the chat?
No, because I did bring up that the two best characters in AEW and WWE. It's my fault. We got War Hero, who says Trick
Moving the goalposts. He's up
Trick
there.
Williams. He's in the combo.
Yeah,
he's in the combo.
up there. Yeah, he's definitely up there because he's annoying as fuck.
Yes,
and it's work, it's working. Like, he's so annoying that it's actually working. So yeah, he's up there.
He's one of the rare NXT guys that's proven to be a really good babyface and a really good heel.
Yeah.
All right, but
that was good, John. That was good.
Yeah, that was a good chat. But then Alan had to ruin it. He says the best male character before the injury was Seth to be. He is, dude. I appreciate you qualifying.
I am a revolutionary. I am a visionary. I am, as a heel, Seth freaking Rollins. Cheer me and sing my song as the biggest heel in the company.
I appreciate Alan saying to be, so that qualifies it. Like, he has different standards that he's looking for and stuff. But like, no, Seth is not. Seth is supposed to be a heel, yet he has not changed anything about himself as a heel.
Remember the surfboard?
We've been complaining about Seth as a character for months now. Oh no. You had me in the first half, Alan. I was giving you credit. I was giving the chat credit,
Jesus.
But then you. He said Seth.
No, that actually made it better. Yeah. I like Anika's response, like almost like Dusty, baby, no,
baby, like she tapping Alan on the shoulder, like, baby, no.
Baby, no. baby, no.
Baby, that's not for you, baby. That's not for you. They go to during the ad break. Byron Saxton was in the crowd with the New Day, he asked them about not having Grayson Waller's back earlier in the night, and the New Day says, well, no, Grayson had it all handled. He's still our friend, but we just don't know if we want to align with him. They're more worried about the fact that the LWO screwed them out of their deserved shot at the World Tag Team titles. This is an injustice, and they plan on fixing it. I hate the fact what he did with the New Day. I'll say it every week. I don't care.
We're still mourning the New Day. We're still mourning the New Day.
We're still grieving.
That's a tragedy that's still under investigation.
They aired some words on Hulk Hogan from Logan Paul, AJ Styles, Jim Duggan, Jimmy Hart, Natalya, Jey Uso, The Miz, and Cody Rhodes. Rhodes said that Hogan was the first superstar, and the wrestling business no longer has its brave Ruth. Michael Cole announced that the net proceeds from Hogan's merchandise sales would be donated to his family, which is a nice gesture by WWE there. Then we get Paul Heyman backstage with Bronson Reed. He tells him that Jey Uso thinks that they're just a group without a leader. Braun Breaker then steps in and says that they have a leader now. Breaker told Reed to take out Jey with a tsunami, and they could take control of WWE starting tonight. Reed was on board with that. After Reed left, Breaker told Heyman that he had a plan. I like the fact that Braun Breaker more and more. It all started when Seth was still here, when he takes the mic away from him and he cuts that promo a few weeks ago. And more we're starting to see him take more agency within this faction.
I almost lost my shit when I heard him say, I got a plan. Nigga, what? Like, when the fuck did you become smart? Like, that is some of the scariest shit I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, this man said, I got a plan. Like, you know, when you kind of look at your friends on this, like, huh?
How the crazy one in the group got the plan?
You know, and you start to tell your boys on the side, you know what our plan is? Our plan just needs to not die.
Whatever we do, don't give him the keys to the car.
Yeah. Whatever you do, just let him keep talking about the plan.
Next up, we get Lyra Valkyria, who comes out to a big reaction from the crowd. They're doing the boom, 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 oh, boom, 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 oh, boom, 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 woo. She did a little twirl to show off her shoes, as she says that she's wearing her Becky stompers tonight.
This was terrible.
Yeah, this started the whole.
Oh my SP, please don't even read this.
The whole promo was off after that.
This was god awful.
She then misspoke. It says that she will be standing there in the ring in 2 weeks. And then says in 1 week. No, it's this Sunday. It's this Sunday. Just say this Sunday. As Women's Intercontinental Champion, she acknowledged that maybe she would fail and wouldn't be standing there at all because Lynch would have to beat her into the ground to walk out as champion. Lyra knew Lynch didn't like to play by the rules, which was the reason she won the title in the first place. Lyra was happy to play it Becky's way. Lyra was not playing into Lynch's hand because she knew exactly what Becky was capable of. But Lynch didn't know what Lyra was capable of. Valkyria was prepared to go to a place she had never gone before. Lynch's music hits, and Lyra looks towards looks towards the stage. Nobody entered, so Valkyria quickly realized what was going on. Lynch was behind her outside of the ring, so Lyra ran in with a baseball slide, taking Becky out, and went on the attack. Lynch had a kendo stick, but Lyra was able to fight her off and take the kendo stick from her. She starts beating the crap out of her with the kendo stick, with freaking Becky with hilarious sell as she's basically opening up her ribs so Lyra can hit her with the kendo stick and selling it like a cartoon character. They finally get into the ring where Becky gets the kendo stick back, but she misses. Then Lyra picks her up for the Nightwing before Becky bails out of the ring and escapes ahead of SummerSlam. This match going into Sunday has one of the better builds of any of the matches on the SummerSlam card. All of that to say, this was a horrible go-home segment. This was bad. This was not good. Lyra had a bad promo. Becky and her fighting with the kendo stick shots didn't look really good. I'm still looking forward to their match. I think that it's going to be one of the best matches of the weekend. But goddamn, this was not good. What did you think?
I was rooting for you. I was rooting for you. And then you go and fucking do a twirl and then forget your fucking line. Like, she forgot, like, her whole promo. She had the most awkward pause. And it just threw every word off. All the words were just thrown off from there. Like, the pause after the twirl, like, oh, she forgot. She forgot. She even forgot that she was about to talk about her. She forgot what her shoes were called. She took a minute to realize that she gave her shoes names, and it took her a minute to realize what the shoes' names were. And then they're Becky Stompers. What the fuck?
That was so bad. I tuned it out. I literally had to watch this segment over this morning to remember what happened.
And then Shorty doubled down and said in 2 weeks she's going to be champion. She forgot her whole promo, dog. The whole thing.
I really am like Alan. I literally watched this segment. I was like, I want Becky to win.
Like, my God. And I like Lyra. I like you. But never in your WWE time when you're in an important feud, do a fucking twirl. You just suffered severe, like, short-term memory loss when you did that shit. Like, dog. That shit was bad.
No, it's bad. Danica said no. Someone said something about baby girl's shoes before going out there, and that threw her off. It really felt like that with the pause, like you said. That's a good point. With the pause that she said before she said Becky Stompers. It's like someone gave her that line right before she went out, and she was just like, yeah, I'm going to use that. And then fucked up her whole rest of her promo.
This was so awkward. And then everything else that was said was just so irrelevant. It just became so it's like you couldn't get the people back.
Nah.
After that, like, triple entendre blunder, like that. That's literally like going into a freestyle battle and forgetting like all your, like, the first like 3 bars of your fucking freestyle, and then you come back and try to spit 45 seconds of heat. You've already lost the people. Cody said 2 weeks, bro.
I couldn't believe it.
You really did it.
It's
now.
like they ain't no coming back, sis. War Hero says better than the triple threat. The triple threat was fantastic. I thought it was even better than a lot of other people said it was. I I think Becky and Lyra could be better than the triple threat because they have such great chemistry with one another. I have no doubts about them once the bell rings. Really yeah.
Because there's going to be no promo in between.
Exactly. I have all the confidence when they don't have any mics in the hand. And when I say they, I mean Lyra, because Becky is awesome on the mic.
I saw this whole sequence, and all I could think of is poor Bayley. Poor Bayley. This is what Bayley steps aside for 2 premium live events, the magnitude of WrestleMania and SummerSlam now. Twice she has to watch this shit happen.
Cody Loke said Jim Jones versus Nas.
Bowling! Yo, I love you guys.
Our chat is awesome. Sami Zayn is next. He has a sit-down interview with Corey Graves, wanting to talk about his match last week with Karrion Kross and his big rematch at SummerSlam. Zayn wanted to be done with Karrion Kross.
Is it a bathroom?
Feel like they're in a hotel room. It's like a hotel room of some kind. Zayn says that Kross was getting in the way of him achieving his goal, which was to be the world champion. But then Kross and Scarlett walk in and they got something to say. Kross takes Corey Graves' seat, and then he says that he had every intention of coming in here and attacking Zayn with a steel rod. But he realized that Sami wouldn't make it to SummerSlam if he did. Everybody Kross has dealt with so far has wound up showing their true colors, except for Sami. And that was starting to piss him off. When Kross beat him at SummerSlam, he wanted to hear Zayn say the simple words he's been asking for. Kross told the truth. Then they could go their separate ways. Kross said that Zayn was no better than him. Sami responds and says that he wasn't sure what Kross wanted. If Kross did win, Zayn was willing to say whatever he wanted. But Sami wanted Kross to know he was wrong about him. And maybe Kross was wrong about himself. Sami says that he would beat Kross at SummerSlam, and he wanted to hear Kross say he was wrong. Sami gets the last word here, but Kross has a smile on his face when Sami walks away after handing him back the steel rod of the lead pipe. I thought this was pretty good. It's just Karrion Kross speaks in like riddles now. He's starting to come off there's no like substance behind his words until he puts action to it. And what you really need to put over Kross doesn't even need to win on on Saturday. He needs Sami to cheat to win, so he's right in the end.
So this would mean Karrion Kross would need to dominate the match.
Yeah, and then Sami cheats in the end to win
with rest holds.
Come on, I'm gonna be hopeful that this is better than last week's matchup.
The only way any of these words are not hollow as fuck is if Sami Zayn gets carried out on a stretcher, or if Karrion Kross wins. Otherwise, this is more bullshit. And this is another PLE wasted for Sami Zayn. It's either Sami Zayn has to fucking go through with this fucking turn already, or Karrion Kross needs to put him out of action indefinitely, and he needs to make a statement.
Yeah.
There's no other alternative for this. This can't just be a SummerSlam match where Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross goes back and forth with rest holds thrown in there. And Karrion Kross looks like he's going to cheat. Sami Zayn prevents him from cheating. And Sami Zayn hits him with a haluva kick and the match is over. And then we go about our happy, merry way. What the fuck would be the point of this entire story taking place?
Yeah, if Sami just wins without cheating or anything, yeah, this whole story has been pointless.
Facts.
Pedro, from the last reports, it does seem like Kross still hasn't re-signed. Well, we shall see. If he wins on Saturday, you would think that he has already re-signed. If he doesn't win, you could play it off like he's gone for a while before you renegotiate a new deal and then bring him back in a bigger role.
Kross has to win this match, in my opinion, because Kross's words has to at some point get through to Sami Zayn to a point where his mind and his fucking attitude starts to alter.
Yeah.
Like, this is the only way you make this shit pay off. Like, you can't waste this many months. You can't waste this much time just for him to beat him and then move on.
This shit started in January.
Like, this is 8 months. 8 fucking months? Just for it to end at SummerSlam in a pinfall? Like, no. You just wasted 3/4 of Sami Zayn's year on this shit. Like, the fuck?
Hey, I'm just happy Sami got a spot on SummerSlam because, you know, he wasn't on WrestleMania because of the whole angle that they did with him and Kevin Owens with the non-sanctioned matchup at Elimination Chamber. So I'm thankful that he got on this card at least.
I mean, you found your silver lining. I haven't found the silver lining in this yet.
Well, I have to find a silver lining for Sami because I don't have one for Bayley. We would hear from Bayley on this show. Jackie Redmond was backstage with her, who is very downtrodden. She said that she lost her chance at the Women's Intercontinental Championship and the Women's Tag Team titles, did not wrestle at WrestleMania, and wouldn't have a match at SummerSlam. She was just at a loss for words and then walked away, looking very, very depressed.
Thanks a lot for the correction. There's 3 days left in fucking July. It's 7 months and 20 fucking days. This is what internet people do. You're wrong. You're fucking wrong.
We're probably gonna get a Bayley heel turn at this point. Depressed Bayley arc, yes.
I mean, she ain't got nowhere else to go. She
Yeah.
ain't got nowhere else to go but fucking snap.
Why can't WWE ever get babyface Bayley right?
They just don't know how to. They just don't book her. They don't. This is all booking. Like, this is all booking. This is nothing to do with Bayley. Bayley is she's a big time victim of this booking fucking travesty that's taking place with her. Because none of the decisions that they've made that involved her has benefited her.
Yeah. And mind you, she's had a great year in the ring. She was a part of that awesome Elimination Chamber matchup in March. She was in the great matches against Lyra for the Intercontinental Championship and the one 2 weeks ago in the 2 out of 3 falls matchup. She had the fantastic matchup with Lyra and Becky. She's been killing it in the ring. It's just she's not getting the opportunities on the big shows, it seems.
Bayley needs to I don't know how this is gonna sound, but Bayley needs to fuck Lyra up, bro. like on TV, like it needs to come out like vicious. Like, yeah. Bayley needs to like write her like a 2 to 3 week vacation. Like just it's gotta be like something that's gonna make, oh shit, Bayley's fed the fuck up. Like, it just can't be no fucking wrestling match and she does something it has to be drastic at this point. Like, it has to be dramatic with her at this the way they booked her so fucking terribly. Like, even her Royal Rumble and WrestleMania victories were not booked right. And even with her being champion, she wasn't booked with any level of justice. She was the forgotten champion for the entire time she was champion. She was the other champion the entire time she held the belt. And now that she's lost the belt, she's fell under the fucking water. It's terrible.
It's not true. All true. All true. Yeah, that's also true. I forgot about that. They had her in NXT for a month because she had that killer 4-way matchup with Roxanne, Julia, and Cora Jade at Vengeance Day. So yeah, she's been in so many great matches this year. She's having one of the best in-ring years of her career outside of like prime NXT, the height of her in NXT. I would say.
And they're just giving her no fucking rewards for it. Like, which it's so like annoying.
The only reason that I don't know if this is true, what Greg Carter II says, he says it kind of feels like they don't expect Bayley to re-sign. I think they do, only because they're making this part of her story. The fact that she hasn't won since she came back.
Off camera, frustrated. Yeah. She's not doing like interviews and shit like that. She's on television with this character. So that's like the only thing is that we're seeing her all the time, but it's like everybody that watches Bayley knows how much better she is than this.
Yeah.
Everybody. And it's a damn shame that the only person that doesn't fucking see it is Triple H.
We are confirmed that SummerSlam will begin each night at 6 p.m. Eastern time. That's 3 p.m. Pacific, with the countdown show before then starting at 3 p.m. Eastern, meaning that the countdown show will be 3 hours long.
Who the fuck needs a 3-hour pre-show? Whose idea was this?
When the show itself is going to be 3 hours and change.
Like, for the life of me, what fucking poll, what fucking nerds did their fucking analytical studies and just said, you know what would be great is to continuously give them the most content possible. And we're going to give these motherfuckers 6 hours of pre-show. 6 hours of pre-show. Who the fuck asked for this?
I don't know why we need SummerSlam to be 12 hours long. 12 hours of SummerSlam.
Did we not complain enough about WrestleMania 35?
Apparently not. No, because JJ, they're doing it across 2 days. So
2 days. So you're getting to spend 6 hours twice. And mind you, this is the same fucking building that WrestleMania 35 happened in.
But to be also fair, JJ, who watches the pre-show?
Why is this even a thing? Like,
I don't know regular human beings that watch WWE countdown shows at this point.
And then these niggas have a post show.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Oh shit, the post show too. That's like 2 hours.
So you're telling me over the span of 2 days, there's gonna be 16 motherfucking hours of content. And like 2.5 hours of wrestling.
Mind you, the 3-hour pre-show, 0 matches.
2.5 hours so 5 total hours of wrestling out of 16 hours of content. Who the fuck has that much time to waste? Oh my God.
You gotta watch everything. You gotta be a completionist and watch everything.
Bruh.
Hey, they got to have their analysts and talking heads. You want to hear from Peter Rosenberg before the big show, you know?
Yeah, I want to see Big E's top 5 like 7 times.
My 5. I do watch the I don't watch the pre-shows at all, but I will watch the post-shows because Big E is entertaining if I'm up.
So I'm expecting so I'm expecting SummerSlam to be 4 hours per show. That's why it's 4 hours. That's why they're starting it at 6 p.m. I think it's going to go on till slightly before 10 p.m. Something's telling me it's going to go on till slightly before 10 p.m. I think each show is going to be above 3 hours, probably somewhere between 3:20 and 3:40. And that's what I said, 2.5 hours of action, which means you're getting an hour baked in of ads and video packages prior and in between these matches.
That sounds so bad.
Have fun. We're gonna have a great time, guys.
But yeah, let's get into the next matchup. It's an all-star 8-woman tag team matchup. WWE Women's World Champion Naomi teaming with Chelsea Green and the Secret Hervice, Piper Niven, and Alba Fire to verse the dream team of Rhea Ripley, IYO SKY, Nikki Bella, and your girl, Stephanie Vaquer. This had been 30 minutes since the Sheamus match ended. That only went about 4 minutes, so half an hour.
So much wrestling on this show tonight.
Things start off. We get some in-ring action here to kick things off. Nikki was in control until Alba Fire made a blind tag and was hit with the super kick. This led to a ad break, and of course Nikki got the hot tag to IYO SKY moments after they returned. Sky was running wild until she was cut off after a distraction from Naomi. The heels took over again. Niven and Green took turns hitting moves in the corner on Sky, so Vaquer and Nikki broke up a pinfall attempt. Ripley tried to get involved, but Naomi took her out to the ringside area and then threw her into the steel steps. Then we finally get Stephanie Vaquer. She comes in for the hot tag and lays out all 4 of her opponents, with all 4 laid out against each turnbuckle. Vaquer handed out running knee strikes in the corner to everyone except Naomi. Naomi managed to block it, but Vaquer caught her and then does a smooth looking dragon screw instead. The crowd went crazy when she hits the back suplex. They always know when it's coming. She hits the back suplex and her opponent sits up, and she does the devil's kiss on the perfect person on the heel team to do the devil's kiss to, Chelsea Green, who always sells it so great. Nikki gave Fire a Bella Buster. She stared down with Naomi, who was about to enter the ring, but Naomi had enough. She grabs her title and looks like she's heading away when IYO intercepts her and chucks her into the ring. Nikki and Sky lay out Naomi, and then Nikki and IYO do IYO's pose. Niven then comes in and clotheslines both women before doing the Nikki pose. The IYO pose herself that got a pop from the fans. Then you get Rhea Ripley. She comes in. She hits a riptide on Piper. This leads to Green slapping Ripley, who just headbutts her right in the face. And then Chelsea gets caught with the SVP from Stephanie Vaquer. 1, 2, 3 as the babyfaces pick up the win here. I thought this was a lot of fun. I thought everybody was highlighted well. They were able to kind of build up the triple threat match between Rhea, IYO, and Naomi in here. Chelsea Green is just the ultimate bump machine for all the babyfaces here. And Rhea Ripley basically did nothing in this matchup, but got the biggest reaction possible, which is always hilarious to me. IYO was really good here. Stephanie Vaquer was here. Like I said, Chelsea Green and the Secret Hervice, they were good in their role, and Naomi played her role well. Everyone looked good, even Nikki Bella here. So I like this. What did you think?
Yeah, this match was fun. Yeah, got 8 chicks all over the place, getting their spots in. This was fine. There was something there. There was there when Piper and Rhea faced off.
Yeah.
There was there. There was something there. I doubt they're gonna catch that because they don't pay attention to stuff that looks like it could be good. But Piper and Rhea looks like it could be a pretty interesting back and forth between those two. But let the lads fight. Let the lads fight. Don't make it a fucking one move and one action trade off, and that's the end of their fucking interactions for the rest of the year. Because that's literally what happened. Is that Rhea got one hit on her, and it was the riptide. Like she got, I think, was it like a headbutt? She got the kiss, she got the headbutt, and then she got the riptide, and that was the whole end of their interaction. After the crowd literally was about to erupt with these two ready to go back and forth. But that would have been a nice hot fight for women, but no, ended in 15 seconds.
They said we don't care that much about Piper. This is
everybody in that match. All they wanted was the Gooner move. That's all they wanted was the Gooner move. That's all they wanted.
Gooners.
They just fucking as soon as she was on her sitting on her ass like that, it was like, oh shit, got them baby hands together.
It's like Gooners, yeah. Let me take out my camera and watch her bounce her ass on somebody's head. Yeah. Oh, we got the Gooner move from Safed. We got Pedro. He says, with that much time, you could give people on the roster a match, but we just get talking segments talking about the pre-show for SummerSlam. Well, yeah. I mean, kind of what it is.
I mean, yeah. So not like we're gonna not get enough talking for the post-show, the press conferences, countdown. Yeah.
Pedro says that this crowd went a little too much for that move. Hey, they love the Devil's Kiss. What can we say?
It's the Gooner move. I mean, that's the move that's what they paid to see.
Backstage after the matchup, though, the baby faces are talking and celebrating their win when IYO SKY wants to have a chat with Rhea and tells her that she has never beaten her and never will. Rhea just smiles and says, we'll see this Sunday, and walks away as IYO smiles as well, which makes me think maybe Rhea could win at SummerSlam. Because how many times can you put Rhea Ripley on the back burner and not give her this win to pay off this story?
I mean, Rhea is on nuclear fire right now. Like if this is the kindergarten example of you strike while the iron is at its hottest. Rhea Ripley is on a nuclear level with the fans right now. This you kind of have to do. And I hate that this would, obviously could, undo the great run of what Naomi's doing. But Rhea's stardom is on another level right now. Like Rhea is the most popular superstar other than Roman Reigns in the entire company.
I think she's winning the title back in Perth at Crown Jewel.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad. I mean, listen, if it happens, it happens. But yeah, I know Naomi is on fire. That's what's making this like, but Rhea is on a different level. Like she's even like getting bigger pops than Cody Rhodes.
She's second behind Roman Reigns as far as like pop.
Like it's like she's getting bigger pops. Like depending on the city, she is getting equal or bigger pop than CM Punk.
Yeah.
Depending on the city, she's getting bigger reactions than Jey Uso.
Yeah.
Like Rhea is at the apex of popularity right now.
Yeah, I think they won't cut Naomi's legs out from under her. She'll at least make it through this triple threat, and then she can probably by some hook or crook beat Stephanie Vaquer at Clash in Paris, and then she loses to Rhea in Perth.
You know what? If that, I wouldn't be mad at that because then it would give Naomi a nice little run.
Yeah.
Because right now she's been fantastic. She's been fantastic. She's been amazing. Best character. And she's so over with the people. Like this is a good bad place for them to be in, because they have two women that is so hot right now, and then you got Stephanie that's just kind of waiting in the wings for when that happens, and then you still have IYO SKY. Like, they're in a great place when it comes to the top part of the women's card.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
On Raw.
I forgot they did say that they were going to do the Crown Jewel title every year. Don't do that. How about we don't do that? You don't have to do it. It's not in Crown Jewel's not in Saudi Arabia. Don't do it this year. Skip a year and then do it next year when you're back in Saudi Arabia for Crown Jewel.
You didn't think Rhea got a bigger pop than Jay. You might want to listen to those reactions again.
Earl says, hell no, not a bigger pop than Jay. I want Sheriff Steve Austin back. I thought it was louder than Jay this week.
The interaction with Jay is longer, and it's elongated.
Yeah.
But that initial pop at the start, Rhea is like here.
Yeah, it's like Roman here, Rhea, Cody, and CM Punk, Jey Uso. He's on the third tier below those three.
And that's not a bad spot to be in.
No.
Jey Uso's on fire still. Like, that's not a bad spot to be in. We're not talking like, oh shit, Jey Uso's no bum. Like, he's up there with the most popular people in the company. But that's when you start to get to the greats, and it's like there's levels to their popularity.
Yeah. We go backstage with the Judgment Day. They're all not in a good mood following their loss earlier in the show. So Finn has to cheer them up with a pep talk by pointing out that they still have all their gold. He says that they thought that they would be done after they lost Rhea Ripley, but they're still here. He says they thought that they would be all done when Damian Priest was kicked out of the group, but they're still here. They have all their gold despite Liv Morgan not being there. Dom asked him if he wanted them at ringside, but Balor told them to chill backstage, and they got this. Him and JD will defend the World Tag Team titles up next. But then when Finn and JD left, Roxanne Perez hands Dom a new Nintendo Switch and suggested that he play WWE 2K25. He asks her if she plays video games, and she says, of course. They already have a video game playing in the background on a PS5 on a big TV, by the way. Just in case you were worried.
But she got him the Switch too. She cooking.
She is. Raquel then interrupts and was acting annoyed, reminding Dom that you know who else likes video games? And he says, who? Liv. He's like, oh yeah, we should FaceTime her. Yeah. Love this. This is like Casa Amor on Love Island. He don't got his missus there. He looking all types of other ways.
I mean, she's getting them chicken tenders, nuggets. She's getting them nuggets. She's getting them gaming consoles. Ones that's unattainable. She stood in the line of fire between him and AJ Styles. She was ready to take a bullet for him. Liv Morgan ain't do that.
She ain't have those cheeks.
I'm just saying.
Putting in front of him.
Liv Morgan ain't do that. She ain't do that at all. Just saying. It's an upgrade, homie. Might be an upgrade. She's doing the thing, that Joe song, the things your man won't do. She just flipped the script and just, I do that for you.
Alice said, man, Dom might leave Liv. Roxanne just got him the new Switch. I mean, man, yeah. girls start giving you a new switch, it's like you might want to switch things up too. Just saying.
Rox is not only a super baddie, but she's also taking notes.
She know what her man like.
She trying to please daddy.
Daddy Dong. I did it, chang chang.
Nigga.
All right, for the World Tag Team titles, it was the Judgment Days, Finn Balor and JD McDonough versus the LWOs, Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro. Wilde hits a big dive to the outside before we get a commercial break, but the Judgment Day took control during the commercial break. Del Toro made a lukewarm tag and woke up the crowd by hitting McDonough with an impressive coast-to-coast missile drop kick. That got the crowd alive, who started chanting, "This is awesome," after being quiet for the first 5 minutes of this matchup. Wilde and Del Toro then excite the crowd even more with tope suicidas to the outside. Wilde hit Balor with a moonsault, and then Del Toro followed up with a Phoenix Splash, but McDonough was able to break up the cover. Then from out of nowhere, you get El Grande Americano. He runs out and gets onto the apron to distract the LWO, but Dragon Lee ran out and took care of him. They brawled to the back. Balor used the distraction to put Del Toro in a small package for a 2, but Del Toro super kicked Balor, kicked McDonough off the apron. Wilde took out McDonough with a crazy flip dive off the top rope. Then Del Toro goes to the top rope himself, but then out of nowhere, he is tripped up by another masked man, a third El Grande Americano. The referee, I have no idea how the referee didn't see that, but apparently they didn't. The third El Grande runs through the crowd while Balor follows up. He hits the coup de grace on Del Toro and gets the 1-2-3 for his team to pick up the win as the Judgment Day retain the World Tag Team titles. Thought this was a good matchup. It really picked up after the Del Toro hot tag. He got the crowd involved. A lot of overbooking in the end here with the second El Grande Americano coming out and getting into the brawl with Dragon Lee. I don't know how necessary that was, but it did cause enough of the distraction that led to the third El Grande Americano. I'm losing count at this point. I credit the LWO because they were able to turn this crowd around, get them to wake up after them not being interested and not thinking that they had any chance of winning here. And apparently, according to reports online, this third El Grande Americano is apparently Pete Dunne. So now we have an Englishman posing as a German man who was posing as an American, posing as a Mexican luchador. This is 6 degrees of separation, or 6 degrees of the United Nations.
I have, man, it would be so out of place, but we got Ludwig is fucking one now. Like it doesn't look like Pete Dunne.
I saw the red of the beard, and that's immediately who I thought. So to get it confirmed, and size wise, he looks like him.
I guess I don't fucking know. And we just, you know what? When we get to see the man in like ring gear and see him actually perform in a match, then that'll be a there. That'll be a telltale right there. That'll be a tell.
You gotta see the arms. We got Chase who says El Paquito Americano. There we go.
I mean, they're using these terms. I guess he would be a tall Americano.
I don't think he was that tall. He was actually short, like Chad Gable.
In like Starbucks terms, that's like a small.
Ah, gotcha.
Then you got Grande.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And I guess in a couple weeks we'll get Venti Americano. And then the be all end all will be Trenta Americano.
This storyline's gonna end when
be Omos.
the storyline needs to end when you do the Royal Rumble, and you have at number 8 Chad Gable making his return, and then at number 9 it's El Grande Americano 2.0, and then number 10 it's El Grande Americano 3.0, and they do the Spider-Man meme. That's the end of the storyline.
You gotta have fun with it. Gotta have fun with it. They don't give a fuck about our fandom. We might as well have fun with it.
Put Otis under the mask too. Put Otis under the mask. Then put Apollo Crews under the mask.
I mean, those are all people that didn't get no TV time, so fuck it. Might as well
This should be the only way people get TV time. It's just becoming El Grande Americano.
See, you see the genius of Chad Gable? It's like the gatekeeper of TV time right now.
He's like, I created this gimmick so everybody could get TV time.
See, he's creating his own bloodline.
The Americano bloodline. Oh man, we got Fire Driver Finisher says, how do they all eliminate each other at the exact same time? That would be perfect. They all just go over the top rope at the exact same time. Or they're like Miz and Mizdow, where one of them goes over the top rope, the other has to go over the top rope too.
So they're all like quadruple Siamese twins.
Yes. They're all spiritually connected.
It sounds worse and worse. This is getting worse and worse by the second. I think we might need to move on. It's getting really bad. It's getting really bad.
Chillin' with Chase says you get TV time in WWE if you're Samoan or you pretend to be a luchador.
I mean, he ain't wrong.
Best way. All right, next up, you get the Ring General, the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther. Comes out in an all-black suit, black t-shirt, and his World Heavyweight Championship belt around his waist. As soon as he gets into the ring, the crowd starts chanting CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. Gunther gets on the mic and he says that last week was a clean victory for him because he went toe-to-toe on the mic with the supposedly best talker in the world, CM Punk. Gunther told him to his face what would happen at SummerSlam, and he left the voice of the voiceless speechless. He made Punk understand that he does not deserve to call himself the best in the world and would never be world champion. Most of all, he made Punk shut the hell up. This leads to the music of CM Punk hitting to a big reaction from this Detroit crowd. Punk comes to the ring as the crowd is chanting CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. He gets into the ring, he grabs a microphone, and he says he wasn't speechless last week. He was dumbfounded. Not by what Gunther said, however. While standing across the ring from someone as great as Gunther, it dawned on him that he doesn't want to be World Heavyweight Champion. I need to be World Heavyweight Champion. Punk fired up and says that he needed to be champion, like he needed air in his lungs. Like he needed a heart to pump blood through his veins. He needed it to be a champion, like the Detroit Red Wings needed a 12th Stanley Cup. Oh, that made me cringe. Why, Punk? Why do you have to bring up these obscene fucking hockey references? Knock off.
Now you're glazing for no reason.
And then I got informed earlier today that he's a Chicago Blackhawks fan.
He glazed the crowd. He pandered to the audience, as he always does.
The Blackhawks are sworn enemies of the Red Wings, so that made no sense. Then he says, I need it like a Midwest dad needs a cold beer after a long day of work. Then he has to explain that line, and he says, oh, well, you know, I don't smoke or drink or do drugs, but he understood addiction. He says, pro wrestling is my addiction. He needed to raise the title over his head as a thank you to all the fans who chanted his name for over 12 years while he was gone. Punk says that he doesn't deserve to call himself the best in the world. He earned that right. He also earned the right to be arrogant about it. Gunther was as arrogant as him, but he couldn't back it up. Punk left a pile of bodies behind him, including Hall of Famers and legends that Gunther could only dream of. Gunther tried to tell him to shut up, but Punk cuts him off and puts his hand over his microphone, and he tells him that there's levels to this kid. Punk would teach him at SummerSlam that he was not on his level. Punk planned on leaving Saturday as the champion. At least Gunther would know what it was like to share the ring with the one, the only, best in the world, CM Punk. This was such a better promo than last week. I feel like last week lowered the bar so much that I am willing to look past a lot of my issues with this promo, which I do have a lot of issues with it, to say that this was significantly better than the last one. My biggest issue with this promo, though, outside of the cringeworthy line about hockey teams and him having to explain that he knows about a Midwest dad needing a cold beer because he knows about the addiction, that just felt very convoluted and something that he had to explain because he is straight edge. My biggest issue was this promo could have been for anybody. There was nothing that made this promo specifically for a CM Punk Gunther storyline, a CM Punk Gunther rivalry. I don't think he gave Gunther enough respect. He didn't put Gunther over enough for me to be like, okay, yeah, this is the type of promo CM Punk would give Gunther. For all of that, the things that I did like about the promo is that he talked with conviction. His delivery was so much stronger than his delivery the week prior. He had kind of fire, he had passion, and most of all, he had something that last week's segment lacked completely, some energy. So this felt like an effective go-home promo to build up to the World Heavyweight Championship matchup at SummerSlam. All of that to also say, there's no story here, because like I said, Punk could have said this promo to anyone who was holding the World Heavyweight Championship. It didn't need to be Gunther.
You ever heard the line, just because you're yelling doesn't mean you're winning the argument? It's exactly what the CM Punk promo was to me. All right, you screamed, you yelled. I need like a fiend. That could have been towards anything, anybody. That could have been my wake-up speech in the morning to go to work and say why I need this paycheck on Friday. That could have been to needing your loved one or your kid or your partner. It could have been towards anybody. It was a speech more than a promo. It's like the Midwest dad one almost kind of had me thinking, all right, what is he about to tell us now? He needs it as much as us needing fried chicken. And then you're going to explain that you don't get the dynamics because you don't have that same, melanin and all of that stuff. I mean, how you going to sit there and talk about a Midwestern person that needs a beer when you've never had one in your life to get the feeling of it, but then you use it as a reference? Like, make it make sense, cuz. Just because you ain't yelling, don't mean I don't hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. It was just hollow. Very hollow. And Gunther, without even having to say anything, Gunther's reaction made it better for me because he actually looked mad.
Yeah.
Gunther's reaction kind of made it better for me. But, I guess, if you needed a rah-rah speech, if you needed something to get you up in the morning, or you needed something to help you get through something, that would be what you would listen to. Not sure where this plays into a title match feud between two people fighting each other at SummerSlam. But sure. But that's great. And he yelled, so that's what made people get up and cheer. So that's the passion and the fervor in what he said and the authoritative way he said it. It's like, yeah, fuck yeah, you need that championship. You're gonna take that shit home on Saturday because you need it. It sounded better, right? But it was the same ass words.
Fair. I can't say you're wrong.
But I'm not telling you that it was regular as fuck. I'm just saying that it was regular as fuck.
It was better. It was better than last week. I think that's why I enjoyed it so much.
Yelled it, so it didn't. I guess it's more impactful. If I tell you that shit was whack, guys, that shit was whack. Guess that makes it more powerful, right? Sure. Have at it. Fine speech, kid.
We do have our good brother Dion Jenkins, one of our members of the channel, who says, just tuned in, currently at work. I thought the Gunther and Punk promo was good. See, I wasn't the only one. Thank you, Dion. Just not on the level of Punk McIntyre, because that feud was something else. Yeah, that feud had substance. This feud does not have any substance to it.
I mean, it was a good rah-rah speech. Yeah, so it was a good rah-rah speech. It was a speech. It wasn't a promo. It was a speech.
I do agree with
I need to do good because I need this promotion. I need to level up in my life. I need to get out of the gutter. I need to get out of these slums. I need to do better for my kids. I need to do better for my family. I need to be a better man for my wife.
Chase put it best here. He says,
right?
It feels like this is the beginning of the story and we still got 4 weeks left to build, yet these two are facing on Saturday.
This is the end of the story, by the way. This shit whack, cuz. This shit whack. Just because you yell don't make it any better.
I needed to go to Saudi Arabia.
What the fuck? The fuck are we doing here? Nigga had no substance, B. Nothing directed at Gunther at all.
No.
So the nigga screamed, and it's like, oh, that shit was good.
Hey, it was more energy than he showed last week. I thought Gunther was fine last week, but yeah, nah. Last week felt like an email instead of a promo. They played off of that this week.
So from now on, I'm gonna just put in text messages like here. So so you see. So hold on. So when I do this.
I needed this. Needed this.
How about I do this? How about I do this?
What are you doing? What are you? needed to be in the damn intro.
I need to be in the intro. I need the intro, bro. My life will be complete.
That's a promo for Romeo. There you go. There we go. All right. Finally, the announcers ran down the card for SummerSlam. Sunday is loaded with gimmick matches, as you have a cage match, a TLC match, a street fight, and a no DQ matchup, as well as a triple threat, which is also no DQ. So I said before, I'll say it again. Sunday night seems like the better of the two nights, despite Roman and Punk being on night one.
See, if you would have yelled that, it would have been more profound.
I need night two. Yeah, no.
You gotta say it with more fervor than that.
Nah, I'm good.
You gotta say it like you gotta say it like rant style SP3. Like when you go on rant style, is why you become even more famous than you already are. Is when you fucking get in this camera and you fucking eviscerate them with yelling, and then it becomes more powerful.
Well, we do have a super chat donation here from Chillin' with Chase, who says, JJ's convention in his voice made me send this super chat.
Chase, I thank you because I needed this for the chat. I needed this for this community. I needed it for Rated Raw to be the #1 show for Raw reviews. I needed this. This will be the top show because we need it. I'm gonna have such a sore throat tonight. It's not even gonna be funny.
Thank you,
Pause,
Chase.
by the way. Fucking pause.
Thank
fucking
you, Chase.
Internet people gonna clip that shit and be like, oh, he said he gonna have a sore throat.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
Then we had the main event. Jey Uso going up against Bronson Reed. Yes. Reed fended off some early offense from Jey and had complete control. Literally, the moment they returned from break, though, Jey avoided a senton and then came back with some right hands, a super kick, and then a tope suicida. Then Braun Breaker runs out. He runs down the aisle and spears Jey to cause the disqualification. We get OTC chants as Jey is being beaten down by both Bronson and Braun as the heels attack Jey. We then hear the music of bum bum bum, oh, bum bum bum, oh, bringing out Roman Reigns, who comes in and knocks Breaker out of the ring, but couldn't get Reed up for Samoan drop. Reigns avoided his charge, and then Reed went shoulder first into the ring post. Roman then helps Jey to his feet. Jey super kicks Breaker off the apron. Roman delivers a Superman punch to Bronson. Reigns and Uso stepped out of the ring. They both go for running spears on either side of the ring, but the Braun Stars come back. Breaker runs down Reigns, cutting him in half with a spear, while Reed knocks down Jey with a big kind of just throwing his body at Jey, just knocking him down. They then take apart Jey and Roman, beating them down. We get Tsunami to Jey first in the ring after Breaker delivers a spear. Breaker then notices Roman getting to his feet, so he delivers the big clothesline off the apron, flying over the announce table, taking Roman out. Breaker then tosses Roman into the ring, and Reed delivers a Tsunami to the big dog. Then we get Breaker stood above a fallen Reigns and told him that everything around here was his now. This ring, these ropes, the cameraman, the fat asses in the arena, they were all his. Reigns and Uso found themselves near to the part of the barricade as they were standing outside. So Breaker ran around the ring and then delivers a monstrous spear to both men, taking them both out, collapsing the barricade behind them. Breaker stands tall over Reigns and Uso. This was followed by a hilarious bit as Bronson Reed joins him and freaking Debo's Roman sneakers off of his feet, happily announcing that these belong to me now. Breaker and Reed then get into the ring with Paul Heyman, who's holding the Money in the Bank briefcase, as they stood tall in the ring, the Bron Stars with Heyman ahead of SummerSlam. The match was a complete waste of time. Didn't even need to be a match. You could have done an angle again, and this would have been even better. But the DQ finish was pretty much expected when the match started when it did. But man, this go home segment was great. I thought that the Bron Stars look like absolute monsters, and they feel like an actual threat to the former Bloodline members, the family of Jay and Roman. And then Braun Breaker was awesome in this segment. Him doing the Roman Reigns crown jewel promo. This is the same promo that he did before he faced Logan Paul back in 2022. He's like, "This is my ring. This is my camera. This is my company." I love Braun Breaker when he's on his shit. Him without a mic, he cuts better promos without the mic than he does with the mic. This was great. Him saying these fat asses in the arena, he becomes the embodiment of Scott Steiner. It's so good. It's so good. Great ending. Great closing segment here. Best thing on this week's show or last week's show.
Yeah, I mean, match is completely unnecessary. Like that, it was literally like 3-4 minute stops or some shit. Like, but none of that matters because everything happened after the bell. Everything happened after the bell. Like, you get Jey Uso looking like he's about to get washed up, and then OTC comes out, and I started to feel a little weird because the Tron didn't even have OTC. That shit just said Roman Reigns. So I was like, this is already a bad start. This is already a bad start because I don't see OTC on that Tron. I just see his name. And then I thought my man came out in some Pure Money Jordan 3s. And then I was like, that shit got red on it. Them shits are Spizikes. Oh, you about to get your ass whooped, homie. Okay. All right. I see where this is going. And then they try to do some collective tag shit, and then they both get wiped out. I was like, that shit was cool. That nigga speared the shit out of Roman on the outside. And then Bronson clipped Jay on the other side. Like, this whole thing was just done so well. It was done so well. Whipped their asses one by one. And hit Jay with the tsunami, took him out. Fucked up Roman, speared tsunami, took him out. Took them out of the ring. And then once you see Braun start to do that twisted shit, like
he be becoming Ashley Banks.
Yo, that shit.
Just like, mind your business. That's all. Just mind your business.
Start going crazy. Like, oh shit, he about to do something stupid. This nigga speared both of them through the fucking barricade. I was like, oh man. I mean, listen, love you, boo, but you know, had to speak the truth on it. Now, you know, you gonna every time if you ever watch that promo again, y'all probably gonna think about this clip that happened here on Rated Raw Review.
Yes,
because I needed y'all to see the truth. But this was fantastic. And then after the beating was done, and they're saying that they run shit. This man goes to his feet and takes his kicks. I'm like, Bronson Reed is my MVP already. MVP Bronson Reed. That nigga robbed Roman Reigns, bro. He robbed the OTC. Definitive MVP for that. Definitive. Not even a question. He robbed the OTC. This was great. Oh, this was so good.
I gotta give him credit. I was wrong. Chase is the Roman Reigns expert. He says actually SP3 that Roman promo is from the Brock match before WrestleMania 38. Yeah, I think I know you're talking about the contract signing where he says, "Oh, this is my cameraman. This is my ring," and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, he says did that with Brock, and then the Logan Paul was when he was walking to the back, and he was like,
I'm tired of being humble.
Tired of being humble. Can't no man knock me out. And he did say, "This is my camera." He did that too, but it was in walking.
Yeah,
I run it all. That was legendary shit right there. That was legendary.
Yeah, the one walking back from the ring to the backstage before Logan's match. That's my favorite Roman Reigns.
Oh, that was top notch. That was top notch.
It felt more like improv than anything he's ever said. So yeah. We got Dion who says this group is way better without Seth around, and it made me realize that Seth is corny. Yeah.
This part.
Yeah.
This part.
This is the quiet part out loud.
In about 3 weeks, they've made themselves much more devastating than without someone talking over them for months and then finally getting 1 week. It was kind of like almost like an omen was coming when Bron started and he took the mic and he got his last word out and killed the promo with the "Welcome to Monday Night Rollins" and all of that. And that was the last one. That was the last one. That was it.
Yep. And then he got hurt.
And now this nigga's evolved to having plans.
He got plans out here, y'all. And his plan came through in the end. We got a super chat donation from Dion. Thank you so much, Dion, for the support. He says, "Did y'all see the scrapped WrestleMania 41 card? It looked better on paper than what we got." Did you see that on well, a lot of people have reported it already.
I saw the list and the card definitely looked better. I'll say that. It looked like it was going to be a much better card. Yeah, for sure.
Like honestly, it just made me realize I was like, they fucked up their whole WrestleMania card to swerve us with fucking Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, they themselves.
Yep.
They out.
So where is this? Let me see if I can pull this up here. Let me see if it's here. Let me see. WWE Unreal WrestleMania 41 card. Yes, here it is. I'm gonna go to Sports Illustrated. Rick Ucchino wrote the article. So yeah, the proposed WrestleMania 41 card was Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the WWE title, which we got. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins was the original idea before we got the triple threat with CM Punk. It was supposed to be the match we're getting this Saturday at SummerSlam, Gunther versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. Rhea Ripley was supposed to defend the WWE Women's World Championship against Bianca Belair. We would get the triple threat with IYO SKY. That actually made it better. Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens, which we would have gotten if Kevin Owens didn't suffer his neck injury. The Wyatt Six versus Judgment Day in a 10-person mixed tag team matchup, which I think when I did predictions for the WrestleMania card, that's what I put on my predictions as well. Jade Cargill versus Nia Jax for the WWE Women's Championship. Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair versus IYO SKY and Asuka for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul, which is only the second matchup on this whole list that we got at WrestleMania as is. Bad Bunny versus Dominic Mysterio. Braun Breaker versus Drew McIntyre with Stone Cold Steve Austin as the special guest referee.
I would have wondered how they could have swung that.
Yo, I really feel it would have been something with Drew and Austin to set that up. Rey Mysterio with Travis Scott versus Chad Gable. So Travis Scott was supposed to be used lower down the card, which would have worked better.
Much better.
Jey Uso versus Damian Priest versus Sami Zayn versus Sheamus versus Bronson Reed versus Ludwig Kaiser in a ladder match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso versus Andrade versus Solo Sikoa versus Santos Escobar versus Carmelo Hayes versus Shinsuke Nakamura in a ladder match for the United States Championship.
Yeah, so we were robbed.
Those ladder matches would have been awesome.
We were robbed. This just actually made WrestleMania 41 just feel that much worse. Good job. Thanks. Assholes.
Down sis. Day 1 inch. Down since. Day 1.
The fuck was that? The fuck did we get?
But Davion, remember, we already got 25 different multi-person matches at WrestleMania. So it didn't matter which card they used. They were going to use multi-man matches. I think I would have preferred those multi-man matches than the ones that we got. Like one little thing, Jey Uso being placed in a World Heavyweight title match flipped this whole entire card, it seems like.
Yeah. And it left CM Punk nowhere to go.
But into Roman and Seth's matchup.
And just fuck up their feud. Yeah. But CM Punk needed that main event.
He needed it. We got
this is
chilling.
Oh, we just made WrestleMania 41 just feel that much worse, bro. I mean, it's bad enough the shows were already average as they were.
Yeah.
And then we got robbed of what would have been a much better card. And then how they fumbled a bag with Bad Bunny.
We could have got Bad Bunny and Dominic Mysterio. That would have been a hooper.
That would have been shit. You saw what him and Damian Priest did. Could have possibly been the best match of the night. Of whichever night it was.
This is true. They didn't give a fuck about no SmackDown tag team titles on either card.
Them niggas said them titles were gonna happen on SmackDown with or without the fucking rebooking. That shit was not taking place. Those titles were not getting displayed on WrestleMania no matter what.
We weren't even gonna have the Raw tag team titles on this fucking show.
I mean, we shouldn't have had them on there anyway.
Also good. Also true. That's
literally the match no one remembers from that show.
No, they don't. All right, I gotta read Romeo's scores. Romeo's synopsis. So for this episode of Monday Night Raw, Romeo gives the show a 4.7 out of 10. He says thumbs down. He says match of the night, Judgment Day versus LWO, only because something has to be. MVPs, yes, P's, is Punk, Bron, and Bronson. LVPs are Grayson Waller, Lyra, Valkyria, Gunther, and Roman Reigns. And moment of the night is Hogan tribute video.
Sure. Hey, to each his own. This is going to be a polarizing score, I think. This is going to be very different across the board. I think
so.
There's differences of opinions. Even so far in chat with the grades. We starting at 7.5 and then a 5.
And then we got our poll on the True Hill Heat community tab of what did you think of last night's WWE Raw? 66% gave it a 7 through an 8. 6% gave it a 9 through a 10. 13% 5 through 6. 16% 1 through 4. All right. Let us know in the live chat, what did you give this week's show out of 10? Whether you gave it a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle, your match of the night, MVP, and LVP for me and JJ for the July 28th, 2025 edition of Monday Night Raw in 3, 2, 1. Thumbs in the middle from both of us. What did you give it out of 10?
This was better than last week. Definitely better than last week. You know what? I'm torn, but I'm gonna, you know what? I'm torn. because this has never ever happened to this man before. You know what? Just on the strength of it, I'm going thumbs up. I'm going 7 out of 10.
Wow.
I'm going 7 out of 10. And one moment literally got it a 1.5 points. The rest of the show was straight thumbs in the middle, was average. It was not like a terrible show, but it was nothing, literally nothing to write home about. Bronson Reed made this a 7 for me. He robbed the OTC, bro. Like, that shit has never happened in his entire career. He took the man's feet off of him. Yo, I swear to God, I will come back if Bronson Reed comes to SummerSlam wearing those kicks. I will come back here next Tuesday and give this shit an 8.
Oh man, I'm gonna
that
give
man
it.
Walks down the aisle with those kicks on for the wrestling match that he's gonna have. I'm upping the score to this show.
I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10.
6.5
out of 10.
We're half a point
Yeah.
off. Right? That's
Yeah,
not bad.
this is significantly better than last week's show. I think last week's show I gave it a 5.5. This is 6.5 out of 10, but still significantly better because I gave it a 5.5 out of 10, but I really wanted to give it a 5. So this is like a 1.5 higher. But yeah, 6.5 out of 10. It was one of the better go home shows for Triple H, which it's not saying much because he's lowered the bar to Vince McMahon levels at this point. But hey, the final 2 segments I enjoy. I enjoyed Punk's "I Need a Dream" promo, and I enjoyed the go home segment with the Bron Stars. Match of the night, I'm gonna go with the 8-woman tag team matchup.
Same.
MVP for the show is definitely the Bron Stars.
I'm gonna go honorable mention to Braun Breaker, but my MVP is Bronson Reed. Yo, I'm gonna remember this shit for a long time. Like, for a long time. Beatdowns is a one thing. Beatdowns and taking over and closing out the show is one thing. Being the dominant group is one thing. But taking a man's feet, that shit ain't happening again for a long time. And Bronson Reed did it to the biggest star in the WWE.
My mama got me these shoes. I'm giving Bronson Reed moment of the night. Him stealing Roman's shoes is the moment of the night.
It's my moment of the night too. 100%.
Yeah.
Fucking tribute my ass.
Seems like everyone is giving that the moment of the night except for Romeo, of course. We got LVP. Oh, LVP. Yeah, it might be Lyra. Might be Lyra Valkyria. Yeah,
that's 100%. That's easy. I was gonna mention, like, honorable mention to the guy in the green shorts that lost to Sheamus earlier, but Lyra, she fucking did a 12th around and forgot her whole promo.
These are my Becky stompers.
Yo, she did a fucking hokey poke, twirl around, and then fucking suffered short-term memory loss.
These are my
she's the LVP.
Becky stompers.
These are my it's coming.
It's like, wait for it.
These are my Becky stompers. It took a whole fucking episode to remember what the fuck she had on her feet.
It's like that joke was so bad it took the wind out of her.
And then she doubled down and said she gonna be the champion in 2 weeks. And then she doubled down on it.
Yeah, she definitely deserved that LVP. She deserves this LVP. All right, that brings us to a close on another edition of Rated Raw Review. Want to thank you all for joining us in the chat. You guys have been awesome today, as per usual. And of course, thank you to Top Guy JJ for joining me this week. I'm hoping.
Right. I think Chris is right. He's gonna tie the shit
Oh,
right that where if he does, I tell you, I will come back here and I'll give it another half a point if he does that. This will be even better because that beatdown would have carried into a message into SummerSlam, bruh. Nah,
like a trophy. He gonna wear it around his neck like a trophy.
That's top tier shit right there. So I guess we're doing the SummerSlam review and preview in 2 weeks.
Not tomorrow at 1:05 p.m. Eastern time. Join us in 2 weeks, apparently, according to Lyra. JJ, let everybody know where they can follow you on social media when they shall see you again.
I just want to say this was fucking awesome today. Yo, this chat, you guys were on fucking fire, yo, for real. Like, this shit was great. This shit was mad funny. That I could like the show like this. I can't not be like happy with what I saw. I got a fucking dream speech. I got a motherfucking robbery. I got to see Stephanie Vaquer. We got to see a potential love fest between Roxanne and Dom. She got the man a fucking she got the man a switch too, bruh. Like, man, shit. But Instagram, you can find me at TrueHill_Top Guy JJ. And on the YouTube channel, I will be back here for a Rated Raw review next Tuesday. It's gonna be hard to top the funnies in this one. And for the flagship podcast, I will be on. Fuck, I forgot.
August.
No, I'm fucking around. I'm just doing this.
In 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, actually.
I will be here in 2 weeks, August 16th. I won't be on that episode, but I will be on the August 9th episode. I will be here August 9th for True Heel Heat.
Your Becky Stompers. With your Becky Stompers on. Follow me on the Twitter machine at TrueHillSP3. Follow the gang, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at True Hill Heat. Patreon.com/True Hill Heat. This week we'll have our GCW weekend preview talking about GCW Hit 'em Up as well as GCW Bloodsport from New Jersey. So we'll be talking about that over there with a special preview for GCW. So check us out. $3 a month is the best way to get some exclusive content for you. And of course, I will be back tomorrow, not in 2 weeks, because I'm not Lyra Valkyria, at 1:05 p.m. Eastern time with our WWE SummerSlam preview. It'll be myself, Cresta Star, and Maggie previewing the two-night event this Saturday and Sunday. You'll also see me on Thursday for AE Ramble and the flagship podcast on Saturday at 10:05 a.m. Eastern time. Me and Miss Chrissy Love and breaking news, that will be a special call-in episode, so you guys can join us in the chat. You could join us on screen and give us your predictions for SummerSlam two-night event during that show. So join us live Saturday at 10:05 a.m. Eastern time. But want to thank you all for joining us in the live chat. Thank you if you're watching us on demand. Chrissy Love says they will be on a 2-week vacation. There we go.
This is great. This is great. This is all great. This is all great. We've seen everything here. We've seen cap stories. We've seen memory loss. We've seen robberies. It's great.
It's a great episode.
Show. Great show.
Comment down below. Let us know what you thought about Monday Night Raw. For Top Guy JJ, it is me, your True Hill Phenom SP3. This has been Rated Raw Review, episode 78. There's levels to this, kid. We are signing off until next time.